Well, at least 2 people were killed after the Israeli Air Force allegedly carried out a strike on the Damascus International Airport. Syria's state news agency reporting that 2 others were wounded in the attack that left the airport out of service. But the UK-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights reporting that 4 people were killed, among them 2 soldiers. A source in the military saying that the air attack was, quote, barrages of missiles targeting the airport and its surrounding areas. It's the first alleged Israeli airstrike since the new government took to power. There was no immediate comment from the IDF, which generally does not confirm these types of raids. Let's bring in Raphael Jerusalmy, former senior intelligence officer for the Israeli Defensive Forces, joining me live in studio. Raphael, good morning to you. Talk to us about this incident overnight and why the airport is a strategic place for someone like Israel to target.
So there is a strategic reason and there's a political reason. The strategic reason, this year there were 32 alleged attacks against Iranian interests in Syria. Out of these 32, 2 of them, one in June and one in September, were directly against the civilian airport of international airport of Damascus. So this would be like the 3rd one in a short time. There is just no choice. They will have to strike whenever there is an arrival of very sophisticated equipment for the Hezbollah or pro-Iranian Shiite militias. Israel has no choice but to strike, and so it does it. On the other hand, there's also, of course, a political signal here. A few days ago, Mr. Netanyahu spoke on the telephone with Mr. Putin. Amongst other subjects, they discussed the continuation of Israeli actions in Syria. Apparently, it seems to be okay, green light from Moscow, probably against neutrality in the Russian-Ukrainian conflict on the part of Israel. Also, it's a new government and also a new Minister of Defense, Mr. Gallant. They have to show that the continuity is there. The IDF and its end of the year record sum up for 2022 said that the strikes were effective, that the Iranians have lowered the intensity of their supplying weapons to the Hezbollah. They're still continuing, but in a lower key, and that we should not continue with this strategy.
2 weeks ago, outgoing IDF Chief of Staff Aviv Kochavi admitted that the Israeli Defense Forces were involved in an attack on a convoy on the Syrian-Iraqi border. In this instance, there was an acknowledgement for this attack, where they usually generally don't say that it was them. Can we expect more admissions like this to continue in strikes on perhaps Iranian-backed militias or continued weapons transport that Israel is trying to prevent?
Yes, I suppose it's a political, psychological game. There is a unit in the IDF about psychological warfare. They sometimes give an advice like we should send a signal, say it's us, it's a strong signal, or we should just stay put, stay quiet. They calculate each time the efficiency of acknowledging that we did the strikes. By now, even though we continue to be very courteous in saying alleged strikes, everybody knows it's Israel. It's no big secret, whether you acknowledge or not officially. I think that because of Mr. Netanyahu's stronger attitude towards the enemy, especially him threatening even to attack Iran, there will be more and more times that the Minister of Defense or somebody else will officially recognize that we hit this or that place in Syria.
Raphael Jerusalmy, former senior intelligence officer for the IDF, live in studio with us this morning. Thank you.